What's up, everybody? I am back wrapping up December Christmas review month with a Christmas special, Edna and Eddy's Jingle Jingle Jangle, which I want to show off like the show promotion because that is one of my favorite Edna and Eddy shows episodes from the show. Want to show off the promo for that because it was so much fun. Oh, I guess there wasn't really no promo for this. Oh well. Uh, at any rate, uh, yeah. So leave a like and comment below if you have like a favorite episode, or if you definitely watch the Ed and Eddy show, because man, it was so much fun. That was a time uh, in like the early '90s into the mid 2000s. Like cartoons were legit. Oh my god, they were so good. Ed and Eddy is right up there. Like with like Dexter's Lab and Courage the Cowardly Dog and Rugrats, so good. Powerpuff Girls, oh my god. But anyway, I don't want to reminisce too much. I want to get to like the crux of the special. So the episode opens where we see Eddy, who is rummaging through the secret stash of his parents, where they keep the presents. And like many kids, we all have done it, goes searching to see what the parents got them for Christmas. So at first he methodically opens, and I was pretty good at it myself, but really not supposed to do that. But he carefully removed the tape and the packaging and the ribbon, just ever so gently, so left unnoticed. So, I mean, I got so good at it. I will make sure I remember how the tape was specifically positioned just right in the exact kind of thing. I know it's kind of little OCD, but you want to try to get away with it, don't you? So it's a pain in the ass, but you know, better than getting caught. So Eddy went through it, and he find nothing but clothes. He has like screw caution. He just like a rabid dog goes through all these presents. None of them are anything he wants. They're all pretty much toys. And it'd be so ironic that his parents knew he would try to pull a stunt like this, so they hide the actual toys somewhere else that he wouldn't guess where they were. Then, like, I kind of wish we had like a moment like that in the episode, so he kind of looks like a total smuck. But that's not what we got. But I best, like, most parents pull something like that. If they know their kid well enough, they'll try to sneak a peek at their presents. So they keep I won't say fake gifts, but kind of like decoy gifts to like a red herring, and keep like the fun gifts somewhere else where they will never think to look, or definitely wouldn't be able to get access to. So we see Ed, single D, this dude got monstrous strength. It's just like cartoonishly hilarious, where he just drags the entire chimney all across from one end of the house to the other end, because his room is in the basement. So he's a total Santa Claus fan, where he makes gravy cakes and milk right beside a comfy couch or comfy chair for Santa Claus to sit in. Double D shows up to give him a poinsettia as like a, seasons to tis the season kind of thing. Eddy eventually shows up and tells them he rummaged through his parents' stash of gifts and he couldn't find anything that he wanted. There was nothing but clothes. Double D is just like flabbergasted why he just, breaks the trust of his parents like that. It's like, Double D, you know your friend. You would not put it past him to pull a stunt like that. As greedy as he is. So he inadvertently gives Eddy an idea. The fact that, okay, since my parents ain't giving me the kind of presents that I would like, I'm gonna go and just horn in on somebody else's Christmas, hoping to get like a decent gift. But, which even as a kid, I'm thinking to myself, bro, A, why would anybody want to have you over their house? B, why would you think they have like a spare gift just to lend to random people who just want to pop up? Like it's a freaking white elephant present type of thing. But it's just like, dude, have you met yourself? And most of these people do not like you like that. So he just goes anyway. So Double D and Ed decide to try to come up with a way to try to reinvigorate the spirit of Christmas inside of Eddy. All the while, Eddy is going to Johnny's house, who has some kind of weird tradition of collecting all the ice and snow surrounding his house and bringing it inside because they, I guess, I don't know, maybe they grew up in Iceland or something, or like a very Icelandic type of origins in their family history or something, because everything is frozen. Even there's some kind of giant ice slide in their basement or something that leads outside the house. And I kid you not, and I'm pretty sure we all in agreement, Plank is alive. There's too many instances where that freaking Plank just does things without Johnny involved. It's very weird. To this day, it's like that freaking thing is alive. But it tells Johnny things, and I think Johnny needs to be committed. If he keeps going the way he's going, it's like he's gonna probably get committed. But Plank tells him like clearly, Eddy is trying to horn in on their holiday and being a greedy Pete. So he kicks him out. So he ends up going to, crap, who he go? I should have went in order, but he ends up going to Rolf's. He got like a weird little festive tradition around the winter solstice type of era, but it isn't traditionally Christmas. It's just a bunch of meat and the Ishmael song. It's just like he just walks out. It's like this is like too weird for me. He ends up going to Naz, and of course she's like the hot chick of the cul-de-sac. Of course she weirdly has like a spare gift to just give people. I guess he's one of those kind of people that her parents might be friends with the other neighbors, which now come to think about it, you would think in a cul-de-sac all the parents in the neighborhood would know each other, so there probably would be some kind of neighborhood gatherings here and there to where that maybe other neighbors would have like a spare gift for other neighbors. So maybe it's not so weird to assume that Eddy's family would have something for Eddy, or maybe this couldn't. I don't know. It could go in either way, but now think about it, it might not be too far fetched given how long they probably could have all lived there. But of course, Eddy drinks some eggnog and spits it right out at Naz after she tried to put like a mistletoe in between them to get like a kiss. And of course, Naz is that girl, so it's kind of like he was taken aback. She kicks him out immediately, but it's like, okay, clearly that was embarrassing, also gross. But you could, she's a kid, but still, it's like you could understand that you caught him by surprise out of nowhere with the mistletoe. But you could have just, at the very least, just give him his present that you said. Clearly said you have something for him you can just give him. Give him his lousy present and just tell him to go away if he was that shook by the spit take. But he came on his way. Might as well give him the dog a present. Like, I'm just saying. But he leaves. He ends up going to Jimmy's and before he ends up going to Jimmy's, WD and Ed try to stop him and pretend to be like an angel to give him like kind of some wisdom. Eddy wasn't trying to hear none of that. He, screws up the pulley system, tears off WD's fake wings, and use it to bribe his way inside Jimmy's house, pretending to be like a Christmas elf who's going to choose one house to spend Christmas in. He chose Jimmy's, and Jimmy's such a soft kid, but he has this giant gingerbread town set in the middle of the I guess the kitchen or the living room, and while Jimmy goes to use the bathroom, Eddy just scarfs the entire gingerbread landscape. Like, bro, God, like you didn't even bother to ask, was this okay to be eaten right now? You just not only took a piece of it, it wasn't a piece, you scarfed the entire thing. Like you act like Ed would do something like this, because he's dense enough to not think before he does certain things. You and Double D are probably the smartest two of the bunch. You should have at least cognizant and was like, okay, oh, so we can snag a piece off of this or something. It'd be more in character for Eddy to ask, is this, or try to take a piece and Jimmy denies him it, and then goes off to use the bathroom, and Eddy, who just selfishly just do it anyway, but he just wouldn't just haphazardly just do it without, in some forethought. I'm just saying, there's a way to get to this point without it being like that callous, or not callous. I would say more so absent-minded. Jimmy's, of course, is crushed. So he ends up calling his bodyguard, Sarah, who comes all the way over and just beats Eddy's ass and tosses him out. What she should have done is make him remake some gingerbread houses, since he decided, because That's what most people probably would do for a punishment for pulling a stunt like that, is make them make some gingerbread houses right then and there. Uh, oh, and by the way, the Kanker sisters also like going on their own little journey by picking up some mold frankincense, at least francs and pennies, and uh, fur coats. Be like the three wise men kind of thing, or wise women. We'll make our way around with them in a minute. So, did I miss anybody? I don't think so. He ends up, because the last stop was Kevin, and of course he would be the last stop because it'd be the last person Eddie ever want to come crawling to. But he at least counts on Kevin to have like a normal Christmas. So he comes over and practically begs Kevin, who definitely does not like Eddie or any of the Eds, but especially not Eddie. But true Kevin fashion, he has a, knocking like Eddie out, and he ends up like pretty much getting just like thrown to the gutters. So he's walking in the middle of the snow, coming across a Christmas tree, one with a broken light. And earlier it was perfectly set up where Ed takes a bulb, put it in Eddie's pocket without him noticing, and using that same bulb that he noticed that's in his pocket throughout this whole ordeal, and he replaced the broken bulb with the one that is in his pocket, and it just makes the Christmas tree shine brighter. All the neighborhood kids show up, and Double D and Ed were announcing how proud of them, how proud they were of Eddie, and Eddie doesn't know what the heck they're talking about. Double D points out that you just unselfishly gave something without any thought of any kind of personal gain. That's the true meaning of Christmas. You just did it without even noticing. And Eddie just like, I was like, what are you talking about? I just, the tree didn't have a light. I just replaced it. It's so big deal. And it's like, no, like, so WD had to point out, like, no, it wasn't just about the light. It's the fact that you did something unselfishly. And that's the whole point of Christmas. And it's a season of giving, not taking. And that's Eddie's arc this entire episode. That's when all of a sudden Santa Claus comes swooping by and tosses like a giant sack of presents in front of the kids. And of course, Eddie's running like, take me with you. He's so like a cult or something, man. That was so freaking funny. I'm Ed. You're Santa. We good. So Eddie looks at the sack and is like, look, this one for Sarah, Naz, Ed, Kevin, and me. And then, staying true to the freaking character, and I pretty much respect it. And he's just like, jackpot and yoinks that sucker. And I was like, what the and he hauls ass with the sack of presents without giving a lick about all the presents that isn't meant for him. It's like, oh my god. So Double D and Ed chase after him into the shed, and it's like, what are you doing? It's like Eddie is like in his own trying to rationalize it. Like, I'm the one who gave willingly of himself, so I deserve this. And so they fighting over the sack of presents. It slips, and it just lunges out of the shack and back to the other kids. And that's when the Kanker sisters show up. And decides to have their own little Merry Christmas by having like a giant makeout session with the Eds, while the other kids sing "Wish You a Merry Christmas." And that's where the episode ends. Ah, God, and it's like a perfect way how you end an Ed and Eddy episode. Oh God, it's just so freaking funny. Oh God, to this day it still holds up, man. Golly. Well, I think it holds up better because you are fully aware of the characters and you've been following along with these episodes where you familiarize yourself with how they all act, so it elevates the comedy. Which I highly recommend you guys check out Ed, and Eddy. I'm pretty sure it's on HBO Max. Oh God, so good. God, this is kind of just want to binge watch it. When I have kids, I'm just gonna make just have them watch all the stuff that I grew up with, because I could confidently say they ain't got no agendas or no BS I have to worry about, and just be fun to revisit it. But that was the last Christmas review of December. I'll have a new batch next December. Some point in January, I'll get started on the January review month of animated films. I got a good batch at the ready. But I might take a bit of a break before I get started with those, especially since I'm going to be pretty busy with filming and my day job, so it's going to be kind of hectic. But I'll get through with them. I'll try to get some stuff done as much as possible. Now that like I'm done with Borderlands 4 gameplay, I still gotta finish up Digimon Time Story Strangers, or Storytime Strangers. I gotta get through that, but I'll have some time on my hands. And speaking of games, it won't be any new games for me to play for a while. Trying to see what's the Sorry, let's go through and see like new games. Yeah, I think like that. Oh, Resident Evil Requiem. I think that's the first new game that I'm gonna get in the new year, but that's in February. So yeah, that'll be like the first one. Then the next one will be the new James Bond game. That'll be in March. So it's gonna be a minute before any new games I'll be live streaming. But in any case, yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have like a good, wonderful holiday. Have a happy new year. I will see you guys in a little bit because I'll be covering at least 2 separate videos before I wrap up tonight, covering all the movies and TV shows and video games, all the best and worst, in my opinion, throughout 2025. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all soon. Peace.